Turning Facebook ads, this is part one to my series on 4 levels of diagnosing poor performance in your Facebook ad account. And so number one I had mentioned was a high CPM and low CTR. So what are the fixes to this? If you have a high CPM, I mentioned it does not matter how good your product or your ads are, or even your conversion rate on the website. It is simply going to be too expensive to show your ad online. And so your cost per click is going to inflate because of that. And as a result, your results are going to tank. And this could very well be the reason your performance is poor. And so what is the change to this? In a lot of cases, why I see high CPMs in the ad account is really for a few different reasons. Number one is usually comes down to ad relevance. So if you're not very specific in who you're actually wanting to reach or target in your ads, that's going to create a place for Facebook to go, we don't really know who to serve this in front of. And that's going to hurt your CPM. They don't have a high level of confidence in your ad relevance or who it's supposed to hit. And so it's going to increase your CPM because they do not want to provide a poor experience or show ads to people who are not related to who you're wanting to target. So that's number one. Number two is broad targeting. People are not using broad targeting enough, so use it. If you are restricting Facebook ads targeting by interest or by a first-party audience, there's a very limited and narrow audience to target. And so it's going to be a more competitive audience to target, and therefore you're going to see a higher CPM. Last but not least, I see people run placement restrictions. So like only show on Instagram Reels or whatever. Whenever you do that, again, you narrow the placements, you automatically increase your CPM by restricting the Facebook ads algorithm. So leave it broad. It's going to allocate money the best way possible already. So just let it do its thing. Number two is low click-through rate. So these are more so from the ad standpoints. And if your click-through rates are low, that means that you're, again, not being very specific with your creative and your targeting. It's not hitting the right amount of people. You're not communicating from the start the problem that audience is or that persona is experiencing and why your product or service actually solves it and why it's credible. And so that could be the reason. It also could be from an ad format standpoint. Maybe you're only creating statics, maybe you're only creating videos or GIFs. Test different ad formats. I have seen tons of variance in click-through rate among different ad formats for the same specific messaging to a same specific persona. So make sure you're testing different ad formats. I'm talking video, GIF, UGC, whatever it is. Test them all to see if it improves your CTR.